And the freshman summer has been about more than just basketball. All 4 freshmen live together and have created a bond off the court. After a long season without fans in the stands, students are finally back inside Assembly Hall. Some students have not made it to a game yet so far this season, but are excited to get back, and the students that have been to games have had high praise for the student section inside the hall. After the loss, the Hoosiers are on a 3-game losing streak, but they are all to top 15 squads. Despite the losses, Coach Steve Aird said the team has improved. And with the Indiana pitchers' struggles, the Northwestern offense capitalized. In wins on Saturday and Sunday, they put up 20 combined runs and were very effective with 2 outs. After a slow start to his freshman season, Carter Matheson has turned it on recently. That culminated this weekend with 3 home runs and 2 in their series-clinching win on Sunday. There's plenty of optimism surrounding Indiana basketball this season. One of the reasons, that would be incoming freshman Malik Renew. Renew and the rest of the freshmen will bring their chemistry to the hardwood on Saturday for an exhibition match against Marian University. The regular season begins on November 7 against Morehead State. Brianna, Aiden, back to you. And how has the IU athletic department been involved with the student athletes to help them get deals? Now we're going to talk about 1 seeds. Gonzaga and Arizona seem like they're locks. How much will conference tournament performances, especially in the Big 12 and SEC, play into who will join them at the 1 line? Now on to Indiana volleyball, where the Hoosiers competed in the NC State Classic last week. The Hoosiers entered the tournament with a 4-2 record and look to continue their strong start to the season. First Thursday is a festival of arts and culture at Indiana University. One IU student is trying to make a difference through friendship bracelets at her booth. The Colts got back to work today against the 3-3 Lions. Today's game marked the beginning of a brutal November schedule for the Horseshoe. The combined record of their next 5 opponents going to play today was 23-7. Frank Reich on the sidelines here. He's unbeaten as Colts coach coming off a bye week. Early second quarter, play action. Phillip Rivers dumps it over to Nyheim Hines. He's got a lot of green in front of him, racing down the sideline. A spin move, a dive, and he's in for the touchdown. He's got a cartwheel here, and I'm not going to pretend like I know the rest of the gymnastics terms for that one. A minute before halftime, Phillip Rivers drops back again, lofts one down the sideline. Nyheim Hines again. Have a day, Nyheim Hines. And another celebration. That one was awesome. Third quarter, the defense steps up for the Colts. Darius Leonard gets a strip sack on Matthew Stafford. Justin Houston recovers it, and the Colts defense was all over the place, forcing turnovers on Sunday. The ensuing drive, Jordan Wilkins a 1-yard touchdown run that extends the Colts lead to 2 scores. The very next play, Matthew Stafford looking to make a comeback for the Lions. It's not going to happen here. Kenny Moore jumps the route, got a lot of green in front of him, takes it back to the house. That's a pick 6, and that play would help the Colts get the win, 41-21, and move to 5-2 on the season. You read my mind. It has to be the Chicago White Sox, my favorite team. And it felt like everything went wrong this season, and Dylan Cease had maybe the best 2-month stretch in baseball history. And actually, I want to congratulate them. Maybe the most 500 team ever. They were 500 in the first half, 500 in the second half. They were 500 at 28 different points throughout the season. If they end up losing today, which I think went final right before taping, they're going to end up 81-81. Just the most average team in baseball. It was an exhausting season. They were easily the most disappointing. I got Carlos Correa. He's going to benefit from a PR standpoint. He gets out of Houston into Minnesota, who national media really doesn't talk about at all. So he's going to get out of the spotlight a little bit. He's making dough, too. Huge contract. It has an opt-out after each year. So if it doesn't work out in Minnesota, he can leave, go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure they're going to be sitting somewhere around the bubble. They're looking somewhere in the middle of the Big Ten, towards the top middle. The Big Ten got 5 teams into the NCAA tournament in 17, 18, and 19, just 3 last year. So it'll be interesting with the non-conference schedule to see if they can bump that up to the 5 that they had before. The Indiana basketball freshman class this season is deep and talented, ranking in the top 10 of recruiting rankings. One freshman, Malik Renew, stood out to his teammates over the summer.
Guarding him every day is not cake. I mean, I have to really get down and guard him. And it's fun trying to guard him because it's a challenge. I mean, I'm sure in some ways he's going to be all Big Ten first team and all that. So he's a really talented freshman. I'm really excited to watch him grow over this year.
These compliments do not go unnoticed to Renew.
It means a lot that my team is, helping me build my confidence and knowing that they can rely on me and to help the team out in many ways, whether it's, rebounding, setting screens, and it doesn't have to be, what I'm used to doing and scoring, because I can help the team out in many different ways.
One of those ways is the versatility of his game.
being able to be versatile on the court is a big factor to playing for Woodson. So that's a good thing for me. Being able to handle the ball, step out if I need to, be in the post, be a screen and roller type of guy.
And the freshman summer has been about more than just basketball. All 4 freshmen live together and have created a bond off the court.
I call it the Big Four, but it's been great building a relationship with CJ, Caleb. I already knew Fino, so the bond we built has just been amazing. I mean, we all live together, so we see each other every day.
The bond is not the only thing that has traveled off the court. The competitiveness has too. Instead of with basketball, it's with video games.
Big trash talkers, they like to play Madden, 2K, UFC, all those type of games on PS5.
Who wins these games? Renew was quick to tell.
But winning a couple Madden games, a couple 2K games, they don't play me no more. So
from Bloomington, I'm Josh Bodie for IUS TV Sports.
The point is given to Ohio State. Looks like it did not end up touching the blockers' hands. That's a huge point for the Buckeyes here, looking to close out the Hoosiers in 3.
Oh, definitely worth it for Indiana to challenge at this point, especially.
Especially given the length of the review.
Exactly.
Pass by Gosnell flies long, but a block at the net, and the Hoosiers get the point.
On Hayworth, we've talked about her a little bit, but she's so impactful on any area of the court, and she can just read situations so well just as a sophomore. And she is so much on her as the consistent setter, even last year. Very well versed in the way the game is played and able to anticipate the flow.
Such a talented player in many aspects of the game. Blocked once again in the middle. Maddie Saris with the solo block this time.
Now Indiana has tied Ohio State at 5 blocks apiece. Very quickly like that.
Indiana once again with the advantage. Both teams seemingly trading off points here in the 3rd set. That time Hayworth's serve looked like it was a little bit of a mishit. Flies to the other end of the net.
Yeah, it came off her hand awkwardly. Maybe the toss before hitting it wasn't quite right.
Hayworth out wide to Saris, deflected. Saris once again, deflected at the net, and she finds an open area in the Buckeye defense.
Again, what she's been trying to do all night, she's had 30 attack attempts. That'll be her 5th kill of the night. A good read off the hands of the Ohio State blockers to roll it off down.
Alonzo Corsellis with the serve. Morbitzer with the dig. Londot with the swing. Just powers it straight through the Hoosier defense.
Indiana's defense just not able to get there quick enough to set up and receive it properly.
A big side out for the Buckeyes as they retie the score in the 3rd set. Mac Pedraza serving for the Buckeyes. Hayworth back set. And another powerful swing by Saris. Morbitz are not able to dig it, and the Hoosiers retake the advantage.
That's what I think everybody in here has been expecting from Saris all night.
Slowly climbing back to even. She's at 6 kills now, 9 errors.
Just barely in the negatives, but still impactful with all of her attacks.
Gonzalez once again. She finds an open area right down the sideline.
A great placement once again, just able to read the positions of Indiana.
And after the kill, Gonzalez will serve. Dug out by Carly Mills. She's into the game for the Hoosiers. Deflected. Srame out to Gosnell. And tipped at the net. Indiana with the point.
There's the power from Gosnell again, and all you need is to hit the fingertips of the blockers.
Indiana maintaining that 1-point advantage. Janasia Moore from the outside, and again, just all power. Sarame not able to do anything with that one.